Hey, good morning. Thinking about taking a shower and maybe doing a reading. My favorite topic, not really, it's my least favorite topic, is my mother. I just repotted all the plants in the house, including hers. And then all of a sudden she always wants to start a fight with me, and it's always the opposite of anything I have to say. And her answer is, no, it's not. No, it's not. No. And everything I say, she turns around the other way. She says, the first thing she starts in, trashing on men, calling them all weak and stupid and everything. And I had something that I talked about for a second, and she's like, "You have an extreme disgust for women." I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? That is the furthest thing from the motherfucking truth on the planet. You hate women." I said, "No, actually, I have the highest respect of anybody you've ever met for women, and it's men that I disagree with because of how limited they are." Afraid to show their feelings, afraid to talk about stuff. They're just all about control and stacking a whole bunch of dicks up a ladder and everybody finding where they're comfortable at and just laying down there. And then going out and be like, "Look at my truck. Oh, look at my girl." But I can't hardly stand hanging around with my girl because women and emotions and talking about the stuff I don't want to think. I mean, that's just some, of course. But it is a general sort of thing about the world. And then I said, well, I actually have a lot of female friends online. And I spend more time with them than anybody else. And when they don't have anybody to talk to, they talk to me. And it doesn't have to be a snatch and grab relationship like all of my mom. She just goes to the bar and brings home a new husband. The one that'll do what she wants. And she says, "Yeah, but they don't really know you." I said, "Bullshit. They know me fucking better than anybody. My whole fucking life story's on here. You see me drunk, you see me high, you see me tweaking, you see me read myself on tarot cards, you seen all my comments, you seen what kind of music I listen to in different kinds of moods, you see me channel energy of every single type of in every single era of every single country, everywhere in the world." And I was here first before anybody else in my mom's life. See, she's got this grudge against God and against me. But she'll turn around into about man, but they're weak. And then she babies my brother and keeps him weak. And then everybody gives the baby whatever he wants, and then he blows it all. Like he's like on a meth pipe. Like, duh, it's just burned up. And everybody's like, "Good job." And then Josh has a beer, and then they're like, "You're fucking alcoholic. You're not allowed to drive. But everybody can drink and drive in the house all day long, and we're all good. We can do whatever we want." Did you see the fucking delusional world I live in? That everyone is in their own little fucking box that their head built and has nothing to do with reality. They haven't even spread out into reality. They don't know anything outside of outside their Xbox, which they got up in here, but it's not an X. It's the place that they are, but they're not there either. I still love my family, but fucking weird. They want the smallest, most limited view possible of the world. And only to get with a partner that'll take care of the thing that they need, or oh, we're stuck in this relationship, so we gotta hold it apart at the right balance and just work it out by not working it out. She gets what she wants. He does what he wants. And then in between, we talk about everybody else, but then we go to our own corners. Because communication, that's a problem with relationships. Unless you're talking to Josh, then yeah, it's always too much. It's always too little. He's always wrong. He doesn't know anything, and everything I'm saying is actually just revealing myself as all kinds of nasty things I could say. But whatever. It is what it is. And that's the terrible thing about the world we live in. That's why we got a president like Donald Trump. Because of that kind of world we live in. My stepdad thinks he's the greatest man in the world, apparently. It's all about him. Fuck, he's burning the farmers, he's burning the fucking gays, he's burning the lesbians, he's burning every woman in the White House's face, he's fucking burning all the neighborhoods with the fucking military and National Guard and ICE, he's fucking killing the stock market, he's fucking killing everything. And yeah, that's the one we want. And my mom, she's on the other side. I think somebody should just shoot that motherfucker and kill him. Just get him out of fucker away. What the fuck? And these two are married. And none of that stuff has anything to do with anything. But it just shows how she would just kill anybody that doesn't agree with her. But she doesn't agree with anyone. And he'll just follow what his dad, who he didn't even get along with most of his life, believed in, and try to uphold his dad at the end of his life. And he never seen outside his own box. He stayed like a milk carton. And he's a really good guy, but he's really simple. And he'll just, if this is where I stand in the line to pay, then I'll stand in the line to pay. And everybody do what they want to me. As long as I go to work every day and do this, then nobody will fuck with me. And I just stay to myself, mostly. And as long as nobody bugs me, we're all good. I just got done repotting all the plants, and like I said, I had 4 of them yesterday, 5 or 6 this morning. Now they're all done. All the neighborhood cats came over to sit and watch. I made a whole bunch of new cat friends today. Snowflake's outside the door, begging to come in, because he wants to get at the girls. He doesn't do anything, he just comes and pees on stuff and stares at them. If you don't understand English, the one thing, don't pee anything, you can come in here. He's like, what? Let me in. Oh, look, I'm pissing on this. I'm pissing on this. I'd rather sit outside every day for the rest of my life rather than to figure out the one thing you'll fucking swap me for. Just so that I never have what I want. Just like my mom. So then she doesn't have any strong men around, but she's the one talking shit. And men are weak. And then she's at the center of the epicenter of weak men. And just like, oh, my sister got with somebody that's way older. And then, he's not that strong of a guy either. He's not multifaceted or talented. He sits on his butt behind bars. And as the senior in charge of watching men who got locked up for a joint or a line or whatever, and they're all in prison and wasting away and everybody's so fucking weird. And they're afraid to grow and to learn new things and branch out. And it's stuck in one way of thinking about things that never can change. And they're all holding it back from, when I was 8 years old. That's my mom's entire life story. Well, your mom's been dead for 25 years, Lori. When are you going to grow up? Now that your kids are all grown up. Never going to happen. And her excuse is, because for 10 years of my life, because she moved out when she was like 13, 14, as soon as her dad died, I'm doing whatever I want. I'm the dad. See? It just transferred, and she thinks she's a man. But then talking shit about men, and then always using everybody to her advantage. And always having everything she wanted her entire life. Starting with me. And that's the only thing she doesn't want. And that she needs in order to... But I'm fucking everything she says doesn't agree with anything that she is. It's so fucking insane. I just want to get that out of the way. That way I won't think about it later. If anybody just gets to know me, I mean, fuck, we're going to be friends, we're going to marry or whatever. You got to know what my family's like. But see, most everyone wears a mask. Or has two sides like, oh, look, see, Eminem, he's all fucking crazy. Ah! And then he gets on ESPN and he's like, he's not there. And he goes, and then he's all normal. But then he's crazy. But then he's normal. But where's the transition in between? He built a character. Why not be the character all the way through? As a whole. Instead of all these cuts. There are different facets. Well, hey, I do that. But it's not just one. It's not just, it's inside out. Where those are all false embodiments. Imitating and trying to bounce off of an embodiment and try to slice everybody up. And not really just telling a story and being all there all at once. And always available as that person. And all that stuff's relevant. And if you saw through it, then we have a shared experience. Right? Right.